Hello. We're going to talk about a lesser known mechanic in the game called control groups. Control groups exist in most RTSs, I believe, and Dota comes from an RTS, Warcraft 3, so it's in Dota. But first, we're going to go into the options menu, and I'm going to show you this. This is how it kind of works. So make sure that these are bound. Everything I'm going to talk about kind of goes off these. If you hover over them, hey, it'll tell you kind of how to do it. But I'm also going to show you. So what control groups do is they let you save a selection of units. And for a lot of people and heroes, this isn't super relevant or important. But for a lot of heroes as well, it can be like really useful. So an example of this is Naga Siren. Naga Siren can make illusions of herself, right? So you press the button and then you have to click on all of them and give them orders, but oh, I only actually wanted to control this one, right? So now I have to actually click on them. Wait, you don't actually have to do that, because what you can do is you can set up a control group. So say I wanted to select all of these illusions. I select them all, and I can do that quickly by double-clicking them, and it'll select all of the same type. And then I can hold down Control, and I can press a number. So here, I'm going to press Control, and then I'm going to press 2. So now, let me remake them. Whenever I make illusions, all I have to do is press 2, and I instantly select all of the illusions. And this will work every time I cast. You can take it even further, right? And you can set up a control group for each illusion. So then, let's say I wanted to send everyone to a different place, I can do something like this. And that's a lot faster than manually clicking on each one, right? And also to note, these illusions will actually, like the one that you select will always actually be the same, but because Naga Sirens are random, it's kind of harder for you to notice. An easier way to notice, and I'm pretty sure that I can't do this without actually having selected them, so let me go to them, is Phantom Lancer. So, when Phantom Lancer uses Doppelganger, the two illusions that are created are actually different. One of them will take less damage, and one of them will actually do more damage. And you can see this pretty easily because they look very different. So keep note of which one is which. So I put this one on 2, and I put the other one on 3. So if I press 2, I'm always going to select this like darker one. And this can be very, very useful. Because of the fact that they're actually different, right? The one that takes basically normal damage is generally better for trying to trick your opponents if you're trying to, you know, fake them out and be like, oh, this is the real me. And also to note, in Dota 2, unlike in Warcraft 3, this will save per hero, I believe. I don't know if it's actually per hero, but... So I set up those control groups, and I don't do any editing. So this is right after that one I just loaded. And I'm going to Doppelganger, and I select this one with 2. So you only really need to set this up once if you don't need to, like, modify them. So that's control groups. You can do a lot of different things with them. You can put units on them. I know I only really showed illusions, but another thing you can do, let's go to Lone Druid. Lone Druid. he summons a bear, and you know, you don't necessarily want to always have to click on it or whatever. And you know, this is nice, but it's not as good as just being put this on 1, put this on 2, right? And then you have a way to select each of them. But another thing that people will do is they'll set up a control group for both, right? So, oh, I want to tell the laundry to go here, I wanted this guy to go here, oh, I want them to come back. You just press a different button, you instantly select both of them. So that's Lone Druid, and then I won't do both of them, but Shadow Shaman and Witch Doctor are another set of them. And you know, some people might not think about this, but you can actually control Witch Doctor's ultimate, Death Ward, and you can tell it who to attack. So,
by my bones.
Let's say you've got an axe over here that just has so much armor, and then you've got a phoenix over here that basically has none, right? Well, I want to attack the Phoenix, because he doesn't have anywhere near as much armor. Right? So then I can switch it. But you saw that I had to actually, like, select it. Well, I set up a control group during that. Boom. And you can do the same thing with Shadow Shaman's wards. And again, you only need to set it up once, really, because it'll persist through different matches and stuff. So, it's pretty useful. You can even just go into demo mode and set up your control groups. Highly recommend it. Other things you might want to do it for, Meepo. Setting up different configurations of Meepos, right? Like, oh, I only want to select the main one, I want to select all but this one, right? Any heroes, any other heroes with copies, like Zet or Arc Warden. Heroes that use Manta. Putting it on your Manta illusions so that you can send them to different places.
The doctor is in.
It's just very useful to speed up some actions that you'll be taking. And on some of the heroes, it's going to be actions that you take a lot. You know, you're going to make illusions a lot as Nagasire, like all the time. So being able to save some time on that front is pretty useful. Really, I talked about this because I'm going to talk about some other things that I'm going to reference this, so I'd rather get it done first. But if you sum up by yourself watching, thanks for watching, I'm sorry. Bye!